So about the NPP primaries election, right? I was there one day, then the Lord revealed to me. He told me I was seeing two cars, right? And the two cars, one was standing for Kennedy Akompeko Japan, and the other was for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. And whilst I was there, the Lord kept showing me. So in the beginning, I saw the car of Kennedy Japan, right? It moved and it sped for, like, let's say if the battle or if the race began from, for the kind of like the rest, I didn't want to even talk about them, but if the race began like the Aka number railway, they will just be getting less votes, 13, 5, and the rest. But let me get back to the real thing. If they all began from circle, right? Can Japan moved fast and got support with force. So let's say they are coming from um, Circle to Insawam, right? Yeah. So, or let's say Amasaman. So along the way, Kine Japan was leading. His car was the one that was leading. I'm talking about, when I talk about the car, I'm talking about the vote, because certain forces will raise him in the beginning, and those forces will leave him in the middle. Yes. The Lord showed me everything. So it looked like, as I looked further, I saw, say, na Kennedy Japan car, no, I say, yes, but I started so slow. There was no hope. It didn't look like hope was coming from somewhere. But along the line, the car was accelerating. And he sped past the Japan's car. He was still standing by his car, trying to do something like a fixing something, but it wasn't working. Then Bamia won the race. So the simple and the short form of all this is that, number one, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia will win the primaries for NPP. There's no doubt. Kennedy Japan will be leading in the beginning. You'll be hearing his name. Like, Kennedy Japan will lead. You hear him lead. And Kennedy, Papa Ken. But in the long run, you will see Baumia win, because Baumia will give him a gap just using a split of the second of, like, it's just like some time be like that. It's like a time frame, because as I was telling you, certain forces, and after this, because before this thing, there was a meeting that went on between Kennedy, some ex-president, and then Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia. And then according to the meeting, what they said was that anybody that would actually conceive defeat should actually accept it that way. But it looked like one man was like, he said, and that same man, I met him in my vision. I saw him I saw him like face to face. And then after questioning or like asking so much questions, this man has the grace for business. And that man is Kennedy Japan. He knows that he wouldn't beat Baumia at all. I'm telling you the fact. He knows. Because in the rest of the spirit, I've met him, I've spoken to him. Like, I don't know. But he doesn't know me, I don't know him physically. But I met him, I spoke to him. But it looks like he's giving it a try. Not far. Something like that. In his mind. But he no go agree give say baby. But the issue is that from what the Lord showed to me, as using the car as a scenario, let me just explain it. In the beginning, Ken will be leading. You'll be hearing Ken's name. Ken, before you see Baumia. At the long run, Baumia has covered everything. That is how it's going to end. We will give gap. Imagine from barrier, not even at Pokwasi, from barrier to Amasama. Look at the length in that kind of distance. That is not to be the least distance between the Japan and Baumia's, pulling results. And that is what the Lord shown to me. I was at mine somewhere, I didn't know. And after this, you would kind of Here say, killer man Becca say, Okotine. If I mean killer man, I don't mean it's a killer because it's standing for the two, blowman and killer, right? The one who wins is a blowman, the one they beat is a killer. So the Ken Japan will be like he's going to kind of separate himself like how Alan did, but it's not going to work that way. Why? Because they will find a way and then try to convince him to make him a flag bearer to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, something like that. But what was in Bawumia's mind was to also use a lady, like how Mahama did. Yeah. So I think this is the word I have. And I have some quiet more. In April, the dollar, you see the dollar perform, the CD perform better over the dollar. If the people don't manipulate it, that is it. So aside this is the word the Lord has given to me concerning the nation. So we will meet next time in other times. Goodbye.